guys, how you doing? So a lot of us, many of us, live in a very make-believe world. We do, because we live in a world where we want to always be comfortable. I mean, think of the age we live in, right? The age we live in, technology has made it so that we're always comfortable. And the moment we feel uncomfortable, we're rushing around trying to figure out, oh no, I got to get back to that comfort level, right? It's true. It's true. But here's the thing, especially when we're feeling uncomfortable within our emotions, we don't want to stay there. We're rushing to try and get to a place where we're feeling comfortable again. To the point where sometimes we will point blame. We'll say, if they didn't do that, then I wouldn't be feeling this, right? Or maybe we put blinders on. We put on these blinders. We live in denial because we just don't want to face ourselves. But here's the thing, when we take a moment to just sit in that discomfort, there's so much rich information in there that we can learn about ourselves by sitting in that discomfort. Becoming self-aware. That's what this video is about, becoming more self-aware. The definition of self-awareness is conscious knowledge of our character, our feelings, our motives, and our desires. That's the definition. So basically understanding what makes us tick, what makes us do what we do, understanding it and accepting it. So what does it take to become more self-aware, and why is this important? So I'm going to start with the why. The lack of self-awareness, and I'm going to read this to you, the lack of self-awareness, the lack of how you're perceived, and when we live in our own little world, basically what happens is we become more highly stressed, unhappy. We live in denial, we can become defensive, we micromanage, and we lack responsibility and ownership for our stuff, right? This is what happens when we lack self-awareness. And that impacts our ability to achieve success, and it impacts the relationships that we have with others. So it's really important that we become more self-aware. A quote from Travis Bradbury was, "When you are self-aware, you are far more likely to pursue the right opportunities, put your strengths to work, and keep your emotions from holding you back." Imagine what you could achieve if you were able to keep your emotions in check. Just imagine, right? So what does it take to become more self-aware? It takes a reality check. Got to get real with yourself, right? It takes the ability to understand that you're constantly going to be working, because you're not going to wake up one day and all of a sudden be self-aware. It doesn't work that way. But if you take the time to constantly work on yourself, constantly become more aware of your emotions, your desires, constantly just paying attention to yourself, then you're going to increase your self-awareness. And the benefits of that is you're going to have more of a clear understanding of what makes you tick. You're going to have more satisfaction in life. You're going to have more of an ability to reach your goals. Okay, so I'm going to give you five tips to become more self-aware. All right. The first one is to allow your feelings to be. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your feelings. They're not good. They're not bad. They just are. They're there to inform you. Sometimes when we have what's considered the negative feelings, like we're angry or we're sad, when we have those types of feelings, we try and get out of them and we judge them. We shouldn't feel that way. Well, no, there's no reason why you shouldn't feel that way. The point is, why are you feeling that way? Because that's where the information is going to come for you to become more aware and modify whatever behaviors you're behaving in to help move past it, right? So don't judge the feelings. They are what they are. Now understand them and move forward. Okay? So 1 is allow your feelings to be. 2, become the best student of yourself. Now, you guys remember when you're in school, you study, you have a test coming up and you study and you study and you study. You might do some research Well, when I was young, we went to the library and did some research. Or you might go on Google now and do some research. You might ask people, you might interview people. You will read the textbooks. You'll do all of this stuff to study for that test so that you have all the information possible so that you can do well. Well, what about us? What about doing well in our lives? To do that, we need to study ourselves. We need to become the best student of ourselves. And that means taking time to just be, taking time to be by yourself, taking time to reflect, right? Reflect on why you do the things that you do. And then be honest with yourself with it. So that's 2, become the best student of yourself. 3, ask a friend, a trusted friend. We all have those friends out there who can't wait to tell you about yourself. They've been waiting for that opportunity to tell you about all the negative things that you do. I'm not talking about that friend. I'm talking about the trusted friend that you can sit with and who will say, Jen, sometimes you get defensive when these types of things happen. And I noticed that, and you can have a dialogue, you can have a conversation. And they're telling you so that you can become better. They want to see you succeed. So ask a friend. 4, seek understanding. Seek understanding of yourself so that you can become more self-aware. What does that mean? It means to journal. Write down your feelings. Sometimes things seem really huge in our heads, and when we write them down, we realize, hey, it wasn't so bad, right? Journal. Go to counseling. Sometimes counseling can be so helpful because you have a neutral person reflecting back to you what you're saying to them. And then they can interpret it and give you another perspective that you might not have thought of, right? So counseling is a good thing. And reflect on why you made the choices that you make, right? The seeking understanding ties in with becoming the best student of yourself. And then 5 is love who you are. Appreciate the journey that has brought you to where you are right now. Reflect on what the lessons were that you needed to learn so that you could be right where you are right now, listening to this video, watching this video, right? Everything, every experience we have in life is there to help us move to the next step, the next goal, right? So 5 ways to start becoming more self-aware. Allow your feelings to be, don't judge them. Become the best student of yourself. Ask a trusted friend about yourself. Seek understanding. Reflect. Spend some time just journaling and thinking about the choices that you've made. And then love who you are. Truly love who you are. I totally believe that you can do this. I totally believe that the best you is just itching to come out, the best version of you. Become more self-aware and it'll help you in your journey. I totally believe in you. You got this. Slay your day.